Dear students, all are welcome to this online class. I am R.T. Nayak, lecturer in chemistry. Currently, I am working in H. Benne Government PU College, Nallikeri, Kumta. In last chemistry class, you have studied the first chapter, that is some basic concept of chemistry. The second chapter is a structure of atom. I am going to deal this structure of atom. This chapter is very important for two reasons. First one is to understand the chemical properties of matter and chemical as well as physical properties of matter. Knowledge on atomic structure is needed. It's compulsory. Second one is point of examination. So for the both competitive exam and the board exam, this chapter is very important. Usually in CET, NEET, you can find the 2 or 3 questions from this chapter. For the point of board exam also, this chapter is important. Even the ordinary student can write the answer from this chapter. Okay. See, after that, what you are going to study in the structure of atom? The mainly two things. One is a discovery of atoms. Discovery of subatomic particle. The second one is atomic models. Subatomic particles. Already you have studied this chapter in your primary, high school. So what are subatomic particles? The electrons, protons and neutrons are called subatomic particles. The atomic model, it describes the distribution of this subatomic particle in the atom. In atomic models, you are going to study the 4 models: the Thomson's model, Rutherford model, Bohr's model, latest quantum mechanical model. So the first part, a discovery of subatomic particle, and Thomson's model, Rutherford model, I will explain very briefly. The important is what? The Bohr's model and quantum mechanical model. That part I will explain in detail. So here, the structure of atom, how this name has came. So the long back, around 400 BC, the Indian and the Greek philosopher proposed the atom is made up of, the matter is made up of atoms. How the name atom has came? This atom, the name atom is derived from a Greek word atomio. Atomio means uncuttable. You cannot be divided. They thought this atom cannot be further divisible, and these are the building block of matter. But at that time, they are unable to give the experimental proof. Later, long in the 19th century, the first time, John Dalton proposed the atomic theory called Dalton's atomic theory. Dalton's atomic theory with scientific basis. So you have studied this Dalton's atomic theory in the first chapter. What it says, the the matter, all the matter are made up of indivisible. You cannot be further dividable. That is, particle are called atoms. The atoms of the same element having a same property, including a atomic mass. The atoms of the different element having a different property. What is chemical reaction? It's a reorganization or regrouping of atoms. These are you have studied in the first chapter in Dalton's theory. See here, the most important is the atom. He thought that atom is indivisible. Atom cannot be cuttable. After that, this theory, the Dalton's atomic theory, successfully explained the laws of chemical combination. ನೀವು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಅದನ್ನು ಕಲ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ನಲ್ಲಿ. 3 laws: conservation of mass, the law of definite proportion, law of multiple proportion. These are called laws of chemical combination. So all are successfully explained by Dalton's atomic theory. But this theory failed to explain some experimental data results. For example, when the glass is rubbed with a silk, in glass anna silk jate rub ಮಾಡಿದವಾಗ it produces a electric current, electricity. At the same time, the Faraday was shown that the Faraday shown the electrolyte passes the electric current in a solution. ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ, ಇಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರೋಲೈಟ್ಗಳು electric ಕರೆಂಟನ್ನು ಪಾಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದನ್ನು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆರಿಮೆಂಟಲಿ ಹಿ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಶೋನ್. You know what is electricity? It is a charged particle. These experimental data give some clues that the matter contains some charged particle. At the same time, the Faraday was working with a discharge tube. Faraday and his co-workers, discharge tube. They are working with a discharge tube. They were studying the conduction of gases under very low pressure. This is called cathode ray discharge tube. Cathode ray discharge tube. What is the cathode ray discharge tube? The cathode ray discharge tube is made up of the glass tube with two thin metal plates. It acts as an electrode. This is connected to very high voltage. It's a negative end, small line. And vacuum. This is a anode, positively charged. This is a cathode, negatively charged. Low pressure. See, around 10 to the power of minus 3 mm Hg. It's almost a vacuum. What he was seeing under high electric current, when high potential is applied, they observed some invisible particle are moving from cathode to anode. Invisible, ಕಣ್ಣಿಗೆ ಕಾಣಿಸಿದ್ದು ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲನ್ನು they observed. Their presence later, the presence of this particle they shown by using a perforated anode. Perforated means the small holes, ರಂಧ್ರ ಇರುವಂಥ ಚಿಕ್ಕ ರಂಧ್ರ ಇರುವಂಥ ಆ್ಯನೋಡನ್ನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ, and this side of the tube is coated with a fluorescent material. Fluorescent material. Fluorescent material means it's a zinc sulfide. When a particle strikes on a fluorescent material, which produces a flash. So, using a fluorescent material, they show that these are there is some particles are moving from cathode to anode. This is called the cathode ray. Cathode ray. Why they are called cathode ray? Because they are moving from cathode to anode. Later, they studied their properties. These properties are studied in your previous class. So, what are their properties? Yenu property? These cathode rays are start from cathode and move towards a anode. The second property is they are moving in a straight line. The electrical field, suppose you have a positive end and negative end, these are bent towards a positive end. This shows that they are negatively charged. They have some kinetic energy. Kinetic energy means when a small wheel paddle is placed in here, it rotates. That means these particles have kinetic energy. All these are shown. After that, the most important is the Thomson calculated the E by M ratio. E means what? Charge, and M is what? Mass. Charge by mass ratio. It was found to be, or it is 1.788 into 10 to the power of 11 coulomb per kg. Charge is coulomb, mass is kg. This, the Thomson had calculated this value, E by M ratio. The most important is the E by M ratio is constant. It not depends upon the nature of the gas taken in a discharge tube or the nature of the electrode material. Yenu very important to the irrespective of the nature of the gas and nature of the electrode material, the E by M is constant. All the matter are made up of these particles. These particles are a fundamental particle. Why it's fundamental? Because these particles are present in all the matter. These are called electrons. What these particles are called? Electrons. Your Thomson has calculated its charge and later Millikan, by using his wire drop method, he has calculated the charge 1.60 into 10 to the power of minus 19 coulomb, and it's taken as a negative because the electron charge is negative. So the Thomson had calculated the charge by mass ratio, and Millikan calculated its charge. Later, more accurately, it is found to be 1.6022 into 10 to the power of minus 19 coulomb. It's called the unit negative charge, smallest negative charge. So after that, using the E by M and E, the mass of the electron is found to be, mass of the electron Me is found to be 9.1094 into 10 to the power of minus 31 kg. So what are the particle? Electron. What's mass or representation is? How symbol is? What is the symbol for electron? E. And charge is what? 1.6022 into 10 to the power of minus 31 kg. Sorry. 1.6022 into 10 to the power of minus 19 coulomb. Relative charge is a minus 1. Mass is 9.11 into 10 to the power of minus 31 kg. Actually 9.109 roughly you can write it's 9.11 into 10 to the power of minus 31 kg. So this is the properties of electron. These are the properties of electron. For that you have to, at least you have to remember its charge, a relative charge, and even the mass also. After that, so you know that atom is electrically neutral. ನಮಗೆಲ್ಲ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ ಆಟಮ್ ಏನಿದು, atom is electrically neutral. There is no charge in the atom. If there is a negative charge, already they discovered the negative charge. Then they thought there must be a positive charge. That is a discovery of a proton and a neutron. A discovery of a proton and neutron using a special, I think you have already seen the discharge tube. Using a special discharge tube. Special discharge tube means at the cathode side they are used the perforated cathode. A perforated cathode. This is a cathode and this is a anode. They found another particle. These particles are moving from anode to cathode. They are called anode rays or canal rays. This particle are moved from anode to cathode. They are called anode rays or a canal rays. See, what are the properties? The same. The cathode rays is negatively charged, the anode rays is positively charged. These are also moving straight line. These are moving from anode to cathode. All these properties are you are studied in your previous class. So the most important thing is the E/m ratio. Some of the anode rays particle are carries a multiple charge also. ಅಂದರೆ ಕೆಲವೊಂದರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಇತ್ತಂದರೆ ಕೆಲವೊಂದರಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡು ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್, ಆ ರೀತಿ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪಲ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ E/m ರೇಷಿಯೋ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಂಟ್. ಇನ್ ಕ್ಯಾಥೋಡ್ ರೇಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಕಲ್ತಿದ್ದೀವಿ, ಯಾವುದೇ ಗ್ಯಾಸನ್ನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ E/m ರೇಷಿಯೋ ಇಸ್ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಂಟ್. ಇನ್ ಆ್ಯನೋಡ್ ರೇಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ದ E/m ರೇಷಿಯೋ ಇಸ್ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಅಪಾನ್ ದ ನೇಚರ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟೇಕನ್ ಇನ್ ಎ ಡಿಸ್ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಟ್ಯೂಬ್. ಅದರ ಅರ್ಥ ಏನು? ದಿಸ್ ಆ್ಯನೋಡ್ ರೇಸ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಫಂಡಮೆಂಟಲ್. ಅವು ಹಾಗಾದರೆ ಪ್ರೋಟಾನ್ಗಳೇ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಪ್ರೋಟಾನ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗಿರಬೇಕಾಯಿತು? ದ ಚಾರ್ಜು ಪ್ರೋಟಾನ್ದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದೇ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಮಾಸು ಒಂದೇ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, E/m ರೇಷಿಯೋ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಂಟ್ ಇರಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು. ಬಟ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ದ E/m ರೇಷಿಯೋ ಇಸ್ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಅಪಾನ್ ದ ನೇಚರ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್. ದೆನ್ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಆ್ಯನೋಡ್ ರೇಸ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ಮೇಡ್ ಅಪ್ ಆಫ್? ಹೌ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಒರಿಜಿನೇಟೆಡ್? ಸೊ ಆ್ಯನೋಡ್ ರೇಸ್ ಆರ್ ದಿ residue. Suppose your oxygen is taken in a discharge tube, then the one or more electron is removed. What you will get? O plus, O2 plus, like that. These constitute the anode rays. Anode ray ಯಾವುದರಿಂದ ಮಾಡಲ್ಪಟ್ಟಿದೆ? A residue. After removing one or more electron from the atom, ಒಂದು ಅಥವಾ ಎರಡು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಅನ್ನು ತೆಗೆದ ಮೇಲೆ ಏನು ಉಳ್ಕೊಳ್ತದೆಯೋ ಅದು ಆ್ಯನೋಡ್ ರೇಸ್. ಆ್ಯನೋಡ್ ರೇಸ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ದ protons. Anode rays is not made up of proton. Then how they are discovered the proton? Proton ಅನ್ನು ಹೇಗೆ ಡಿಸ್ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು? ಫಾರ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ದ ಲೈಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಈಸ್ ಟೇಕನ್ ಇನ್ ಎ ಡಿಸ್ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಟ್ಯೂಬ್. ಯಾವ ಗ್ಯಾಸು? ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಗ್ಯಾಸನ್ನು ಡಿಸ್ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಟ್ಯೂಬ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ತಗೊಂಡು when it is dissociated to hydrogen atom, high voltage is applied. Then if is one or more, one is electron is removed, it is what will give? It will give only proton, because in hydrogen atom it consists of one proton and one electron. Suppose you are remove the electron, what will be remain? Only one proton. So the proton is discovered by taking a hydrogen gas in a discharge tube. ಪ್ರೋಟಾನನ್ನು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಡಿಸ್ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು? ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಗ್ಯಾಸನ್ನು ಡಿಸ್ಚಾರ್ಜ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಟ್ಯೂಬ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ತಗೊಂಡು ಪ್ರೋಟಾನನ್ನು ಡಿಸ್ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ದೇ ಸ್ಟಡೀಡ್ ದ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟೀಸ್. The second fundamental particle is what? The proton. What is the representation? P. So here the electron charge is minus 1.6022 into 10 to the power of minus 19 coulomb. The proton charge is a equivalent opposite. The magnitude is opposite. It's a plus 1.6022 into 10 to the power of minus 19. A relative charge is plus 1. It's a minus 1. It's a plus 1. Mass is 1.672 into 10 to the power of minus 27 kg. Suppose you look in the AMU. The AMU. Already you have studied what is AMU or U, unified mass. The electron mass is 0.0005 per AMU. The proton mass is the 1.00627. You look these values. Almost the electron charge is electron mass is neglected as compared to the proton mass. This first value is negligible as compared to the second one. So the about 1873 times the proton is heavier than electron. So this is the second. In order to account they are not able to account the mass of the atom. See, for example, if you look the hydrogen atom, it is contain one proton, and helium atom containing 2 proton. Its mass should be hydrogen. The helium atom mass is expected is what? Twice the mass of hydrogen, but it is 4 times. That means in helium atom there should be some particle. So there should be some neutral particle. So therefore its mass is 4 times of the hydrogen mass. So the Chadwick has discovered a neutral particle, the N, that is a neutron. The properties of neutron is, what are the properties? Its symbol is N. Its charge is 0. Relative charge is also 0. Mass is little bit higher than the proton mass. It's 1.675 into 10 to the power of minus 27 kg. Little bit. The neutron mass is little bit more than the proton mass. So in AMU it is 1.00867. It's little bit more than the proton mass. So these are the 3 fundamental particles are present in atoms. What are they? Electron, proton and neutron. Their charge, these are the properties. Charge is, electron charge is negatively charged, where it's taken as a negative, this is a positive, and relative charge is -1, proton charge is +1 and neutron charge is 0. The mass of the electron is negligible as compared to mass of the proton and neutron. See, after that, how these particles are arranged in an atom, that is called atomic model. So the second part is atomic model. Already I explained. So what is atomic model? This explains the distribution of the subatomic particles in atom. The first atomic model was proposed by Thomson. This model is called Thomson's atomic model. What Thomson has proposed, the atom is a positively charged spherical or sphere. A positively charged sphere about the radius is 10 to the power of minus 10 meter. The whole the positively charged sphere is the whole sphere is distributed with a positive charge. Here the electrons are embedded in this positive charge. Electrons are embedded in this positive charge. What is this is called? Electron. This is a positive charge. ಏನು ಥಾಮ್ಸನ್ ಮಾಡೆಲು ದ ಆ್ಯಟಮನ್ನು ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ಲಿ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಸ್ಪಿಯರ್ ಅಂತ, ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ಲಿ ಚಾರ್ಜು ಪೂರ್ತಿ ಆ್ಯಟಮ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಅದರೊಳಗೆ ಇಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನು ಎಂಬೆಡೆಡ್. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಹೆಸರಿದೆ, ವಾಟರ್ ಮೆಲನ್ ಮಾಡೆಲ್. ವಾಟರ್ ಮೆಲನ್ ಮಾಡೆಲ್ ಆರ್ ಪ್ಲಮ್ pudding model. Plum pudding model. See, what is this watermelon? ನೀವು ವಾಟರ್ಮೆಲನ್ ನೋಡಿರ್ಬೋದು ಕಲ್ಲಂಗಡಿಯ. ಅದರ ದ ರೆಡ್ ಪಲ್ಪ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಅದು ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್. ದ ಬ್ಲ್ಯಾಕ್ ಸೀಡ್ಸ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಇಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್. ದ ಬ್ಲ್ಯಾಕ್ ಸೀಡ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಎಂಬೆಡೆಡ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್, ರೆಡ್ ಪಲ್ಪ್. ಅಥವಾ ಇನ್ನು ಪ್ಲಮ್ ಪಡಿಂಗ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಈ ಸ್ವೀಟ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದು ಮಿಲ್ಕ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಶುಗರ್ಸ್ ಪಲ್ಪ್ ಇದೆ, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ the dry fruits, they are embedded, dry fruits or any seeds, they are embedded in. See, like that, what he was considered, the electrons are embedded in a positively charged the atom. So after that, the model was valid about 30-40 years. After that, the Rutherford, ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದೀರಿ ಯಾವ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆರಿಮೆಂಟು? ರುದರ್ಫೋರ್ಡ್ ಆಲ್ಫಾ ರೇ ಸ್ಕ್ಯಾಟರಿಂಗ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆರಿಮೆಂಟ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೆಲ್ ಯಾವುದು? ರುದರ್ಫೋರ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡೆಲ್. ಬಿಫೋರ್ ದಟ್ ರುದರ್ಫೋರ್ಡ್ ಆಲ್ಫಾ ರೇ ಸ್ಕ್ಯಾಟರಿಂಗ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆರಿಮೆಂಟ್. ಹೈಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ ಕಲ್ತಿರಿ ರುದರ್ಫೋರ್ಡ್ ಆಲ್ಫಾ ರೇ ಸ್ಕ್ಯಾಟರಿಂಗ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆರಿಮೆಂಟ್. See what the Rutherford did. So I will not draw the diagram in detail. Representation also. What is alpha ray? Before that, what is alpha rays? It's a helium nucleus. What is helium? ಹೀಲಿಯಂನಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿದೆ? 2 ಪ್ರೋಟಾನು, 2 ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಾನು ಮತ್ತು 2 ಇಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್. Suppose 2 electrons are removed. What will get? Helium 2 plus I. Its mass number is what? 4. That's alpha rays. Alpha rays is a helium nucleus with a 2 positive charge. It's a very high energy and mass is also considerable, the alpha particles. So these alpha particles, what the Rutherford did, he has bombarded this alpha particle with a thin gold foil. This is a thin gold foil. Very thin gold foil. So, and this gold foil was surrounded with a fluorescent material. This is a zinc sulfide, fluorescent. Already you know what is fluorescent material. When particle hits on the fluorescent material, it produces a flash. So, what he was observed, he has got the unexpected result. ಅವನ ತಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿತ್ತು? ರುದರ್ಫೋರ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡೆಲಲ್ಲಿ ಥಾಮ್ಸನ್ ಮಾಡೆಲ್ ಇತ್ತು. ಥಾಮ್ಸನ್ ಮಾಡೆಲಲ್ಲಿದೆ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಚಾರ್ಜು ಯೂನಿಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗಿ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಈ ಅಲ್ಫಾ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಏನಿದು? ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಚಾರ್ಜು ಏನಾಗಬೇಕು? ಈ ಆ್ಯಟಮ್ನಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಚಾರ್ಜಿಗೆ ಬಂದು ಸ್ಟ್ರೈಕ್ ಆಯ್ತು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಈ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಏನಾಗಬೇಕು? ಇದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಸ್ಲೋ ಡೌನ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ರಿಪಲ್ಷನ್ ಇದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಡಿವಿಯೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೋಗಿ ಪಾಸ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು. ದಿಸ್ ವಾಸ್ ದ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಬೈ ಯುವರ್ ರುದರ್ಫೋರ್ಡ್. ಏನಿತ್ತು ಅವನ ತಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ? ಥಾಮ್ಸನ್ ಮಾಡೆಲಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿದೆ? ಎಲ್ಲ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಚಾರ್ಜು ಥ್ರೂ ಔಟ್ ಆ್ಯಟಮ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಈ ಅಲ್ಫಾ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಏನು? ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್. ಆಗೇನಾಗಬೇಕು? ಎರಡುಗಳ ಮಧ್ಯೆ ರಿಪಲ್ಷನ್ ಆದರೆ ಏನಾಗಬೇಕು? ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಮಾಸ್ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಈ ಅಲ್ಫಾ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಏನಾಗಬೇಕು? ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಡಿವೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಂತ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೆ ಆಲ್ ದ ಅಲ್ಫಾ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್. ಬಟ್ ಹಿ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಗಾಟ್ ದ ಅನ್ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್. ಅವು ಏನು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ ಆ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ಗಿಂತ ಬೇರೆಯೇ ಬಂತು ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್. ಏನಾಯಿತು, ದ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಅಲ್ಫಾ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಪಾಸಿಂಗ್ ದಿಸ್ ಗೋಲ್ಡ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ವಿದೌಟ್ ಎನಿ ಡಿಫ್ಲೆಕ್ಷನ್. ಅಬೌಟ್ 99, more than 99%, 99.99. Very small fraction they are deflected with a small angle. Very small particle are deflected with a small angle. Very very few, 1 in 20,000, 20,000ದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, ಆಲ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಡಿಫ್ಲೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್, ಆಲ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಡಿಫ್ಲೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್. These are the 3 results you observe. What are that? The most of the alpha particles are passing through this gold point without any deflection. Very small fraction are deflecting with a small angle. Very very few, 1 in 20,000, almost deflected back. ಯಾವ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ಹೊರಟಿತ್ತೋ ಅದೇ ಕಡೆನೇ ಬರುತ್ತದೆ, okay, deflected back. From this result he has got some conclusion. What is this one? These atoms, the atoms, this is an atom, you can say it's an atom, have the most of the spaces in the atom is empty. ಈ empty spaces ನಲ್ಲಿ alpha particle pass ಆದರೆ they are moving without any deflection. They are moving without any deflection. Therefore most of the alpha particle are ಪಾಸಿಂಗ್ ಥ್ರೂ ದಿಸ್ ಗೋಲ್ಡ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ವಿದೌಟ್ ಎನಿ ಡಿಫ್ಲೆಕ್ಷನ್. ಏನಾದರೂ ಅಲ್ಫಾ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಇದ್ರ ಹತ್ತಿರ, ಈ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಹತ್ತಿರ ಹೋಯ್ತು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ದೆರ್ ಈಸ್ ಎ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಡಿಫ್ಲೆಕ್ಷನ್. ದೆರ್ಫೋರ್ ವಾಟ್ ಯು ವಾಸ್ ಅಸ್ಯೂಮ್, ದ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಯುವರ್ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಟೆಡ್ ಇನ್ ಎ ವೆರಿ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ರೀಜನ್. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ರಿಪಲ್ಷನ್ ದ ಇಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ಫಾಸ್ಟ್ ಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡುವ ಅಲ್ಫಾ ರೇಸನ್ನು ಡಿಫ್ಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಏನು, all the positive charge are distributed in a very small region, or not distributed, concentrated in a small region that is called nucleus ಅಂತ think ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಸೊ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು very few, 1 in 20,000 is deflected back ಅಂದರೆ ಆ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಇರುವ ಏರಿಯಾ is negligibly small or very small as compared to the volume of the atom. He has given its size also. The positive charge ಇರುವ ಸೈಜಿಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು, 10 to the power of -15 ಮೀಟರ್ ಆಯ್ತಂದರೆ ಈ ಆಟಮ್ ಸೈಜು 10 to the power of -10 ಮೀಟರ್. ಸೊ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಇದು ಎಷ್ಟು ದೊಡ್ಡದು, 10 to the power of 5 ಟೈಮ್ಸ್ ದೊಡ್ಡದು. ಸಪೋಸ್ ನೀವೊಂದು ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯಸನ್ನು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ಬಾಲ್ ಅಂತ ಅಸ್ಯೂಮ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಈ ಆಟಮ್ನ ಸೈಜ್ ಎಷ್ಟಂದರೆ 5 ಕಿಲೋಮೀಟರ್ ರೇಡಿಯಸ್ ಇರುವ ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್, ಅಷ್ಟು ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಸೈಜ್. ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಯು ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನ್. ಸೊ ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ದಿ ಕನ್ಕ್ಲೂಷನ್ ಹಿ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಡ್ರಾನ್. ವಾಟ್ ಆರ್ ದಿ ಕನ್ಕ್ಲೂಷನ್? ಏನು, ಅಲ್ಫಾ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಆಲ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಫಾ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಮೂವಿಂಗ್ ವಿದೌಟ್ ಎನಿ ಡಿಫ್ಲೆಕ್ಷನ್. ಅಂದರೆ ಒಂದು ಆಟಮ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಪೂರ್ತಿ ಎಂಟಿ ಸ್ಪೇಸೇ ಇದೆ. ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಅಲ್ಫಾ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಡಿಫ್ಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಅಂದರೆ ಲಾರ್ಜ್ ಎನಾಮರಸ್ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಟೆಡ್ ಇನ್ ಎ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ರೀಜನ್. ಮೂರನೇದು ಸೈಜ್ ಆಫ್ ಈ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಲೇಟರ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ದ ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯಸ್. ಈ ಸೈಜ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯಸ್ ಈಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಕಂಪೇರ್ಡ್ ಟು ದ ಸೈಜ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಆಟಮ್. ಫ್ರಾಮ್ ದಿಸ್ he has given his theory that is called a Rutherford atomic model. So what is Rutherford atomic model? ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, 3 ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ and the mass is concentrated in a small region that is called a nucleus. First time the nucleus presence, he has shown the presence of nucleus in the atom. So what is the nucleus? The total positive charge and the mass is concentrated in a small region. What is a small region? This is called a nucleus. Second one is the electrons are revolving around the nucleus in a closed circular path. Hage is a solar model. Yes, consider the atom as a smaller system. Here the nucleus is act like a sun, electron is act like our earth. ಸೊ ಡೆಫಿನೇಟ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಭೂಮಿ ಸುತ್ತ ಸೂರ್ಯನ ಸುತ್ತ ಭೂಮಿ ಹೇಗೆ ತಿರುಗ್ತದೆಯೋ ಡೆಫಿನೇಟ್ ಪಾತ್ನಲ್ಲಿ, ಹಾಗೆ ದ ಇಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ರಿವಾಲ್ವಿಂಗ್ ಅರೌಂಡ್ ದ ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯಸ್ ಇನ್ ಎ ಡೆಫಿನೇಟ್ ಪಾತ್ ಅಂತ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಹಿ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಶೋನ್ ದ ಪ್ರೆಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ electron. So the third one is the electrostatic force. The electrostatic force balance the proton and electron. So these are the three main postulates of your Rutherford model. The electrons are, what are the electrons? What is the nucleus? The total mass and the positive charge is concentrated in a small region that is called nucleus. The electrons are revolving around the nucleus in a closed circular path. The third one is the electrostatic force. Electrostatic force means the force of attraction, positive and negative charge. So electron is a negative charge, nucleus is a positive charge. This force, electrostatic force, balance the nucleus and electron. Okay. After that, the Rutherford model is failed. What is that one? The failure of Rutherford model. Why the Rutherford model is failed? What the Maxwell, the great scientist at that time, what the Maxwell proposed, when any charged particle are accelerated, here the electrons are revolving around the nucleus, means it follows the circular motion. ನೀವು ಫಿಸಿಕ್ಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಕಲಿತೀರಿ, ಯಾವುದು ಸರ್ಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಮೋಷನ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಎಕ್ಸಲರೇಟೆಡ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಪೀಡು ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ಸ್ಪೀಡು ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಇರಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಎಕ್ಸಲರೇಟೆಡ್. ಸೊ ಎನಿ ಚಾರ್ಜರ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್, electron is a charger particle, any charger particle are accelerated which produces a electrical and magnetic field which emits a radiation. ಯಾವುದೇ ಚಾರ್ಜರ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲನ್ನು ಎಕ್ಸಲರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ? ವಿಚ್ ಎಮಿಟ್ಸ್ ಎ ರೇಡಿಯೇಷನ್, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ದ electrical and magnetic field are produced. ಸೊ ಇಫ್ ಇಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಎಕ್ಸಲರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಇಟ್ ಶುಡ್ ಎಮಿಟ್ಸ್ ದ ರೇಡಿಯೇಷನ್. ರೇಡಿಯೇಷನನ್ನು ಎಮಿಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? ಇಟ್ ಶುಡ್ ಲೂಸ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಶುಡ್ ಫಾಲೋ ದ ಸ್ಪೈರಲ್ ಪಾತ್. ಫೈನಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದು ಬೀಳಬೇಕು? ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯಸ್ಸಿಗೆ. ದಿಸ್ ಆರ್ ದಿ ಫೇಲಿಯರ್ ಆಫ್ Rutherford model. What are the Rutherford fails? Rutherford fails to explain the stability of atom, because what the Maxwell's propose, any charged particle are accelerated which produces a electrical and magnetic field and emits a radiation. If the electron emits a radiation means it should lose its energy. ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಕಳ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗಬೇಕು? ಸ್ಪೈರಲ್ ಪಾತನ್ನು ಫಾಲೋ ಅಪ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಆಮೇಲೆ ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯಸ್ಸಿಗೆ ಬಂದು ಬೀಳಬೇಕು. ಅಂದರೆ ಸ್ಟೆಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಆಟಮ್ ಸ್ಟೇಬಲ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಯಾರ ಹತ್ರ? ರುದರ್ಫೋರ್ಡ್ ಹತ್ರ. ಎರಡನೇದು ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ರನ್ನ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ದಿ ಫೇಲಿಯರ್ ಆಫ್ ಯುವರ್ Rutherford model. Atomic number and mass number. Atomic number and mass number. What is atomic number? Here what is the nucleus? The nucleus contains proton and neutron. The electron is present outside the nucleus. These proton and neutron are called nucleons. Here the number of proton present in an atom is equal to number of electron, because atom is electrically neutral. ಪ್ರೋಟಾನ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಇರಬೇಕು ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಸಂಖ್ಯೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಪ್ರೋಟಾನಿಗೆ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಇತ್ತಂದರೆ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನಿಗೆ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಇದೆ, ಎರಡು ಕೂಡಿಸಿದಾಗ ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಲ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಟಾಮಿಕ್ ನಂಬರ್? ಹಾಗಾದರೆ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದಿ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಎ ಪ್ರೋಟಾನ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಇನ್ ಎ ಆಟಮ್. What is atomic number? It is the number of protons present in a nucleus of the atom. Sorry, proton present in a nucleus of atom. Also, number of electron present in a neutral atom. So it is represented by the letter Z. Z is what? It's a atomic number. Next one is A. It's a mass number. Mass number andrenu, you already we know the mass of the electron is negligible as compared to the mass of the mass of the proton and neutron. Therefore, for mass number we are only taking what? Number of proton and neutron. What is mass number? It is the sum of the protons and neutron present in an atom. Sum of what? A proton and neutron. What is A is equal to Z plus N. A is what? A mass number. Z is what? Atomic number. N is a number of neutron. For example, suppose ನಿಮಗೆ ಇದು ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಯುರೇನಿಯಂ 92 235 ಯುರೇನಿಯಂ ಇಸ್ ಎ ರೇಡಿಯೋ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟಿವ್. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಪ್ರೋಟಾನ್ಗಳಿದೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಾನ್ಗಳಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಅಥವಾ ಎಷ್ಟು ಇಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಗಳಿದೆ. ಸೊ ದ ಪ್ರೋಟಾನ್ಗಳ ಸಂಖ್ಯೆನ ಹ್ಯಾಕ್ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ? ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಬರೆಯೋದು ಪ್ರೋಟಾನ್. ಸೊ ಪ್ರೋಟಾನ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ? 92. ಅಟಾಮಿಕ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಎಷ್ಟು? 235. ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಾನ್ಗಳ ಸಂಖ್ಯೆ ಎಷ್ಟು? n is equal to what? 235 minus 92 is equal to what? 3 4 143. ಸೊ ನಿಮಗೆ ಪ್ರೋಟಾನ್ಗಳ ಸಂಖ್ಯೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿತ್ತಂದರೆ ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಲ್ ಆಟಮ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಗಳ ಸಂಖ್ಯೆ ಪ್ರೋಟಾನ್ಗಳ ಸಂಖ್ಯೆ ಒಂದೇ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ತರ್ಪೋರ್ ಇಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಸಂಖ್ಯೆ ಎಷ್ಟು? 92. ಪ್ರೋಟಾನ್ ಸಂಖ್ಯೆ ಎಷ್ಟು? 92. ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಾನ್ ಸಂಖ್ಯೆ ಎಷ್ಟು? ಮಾಸ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಮೈನಸ್ ಅಟಾಮಿಕ್ ನಂಬರ್. ಸೊ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಈಸ್, ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಈಸ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಟು ಇನ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಸಮ್ಟೈಮ್ ಸಿಂಬಾಲನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಎಷ್ಟು ಪ್ರೋಟಾನುಗಳಿದೆ, ಎಷ್ಟು ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಾನ್ಗಳಿದೆ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಇಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಯು ಆರ್ ಏಬಲ್ ಟು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಇಟ್. ಓಕೆ. ಸೊ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಈಸ್ how do you represent the composition of the element is represented by its symbol. X represents the symbol, and the left side of the superscript you have to write the atomic number A, and subscript left side of the symbol subscript is what? Z. So Z is what? Atomic number. A is a mass number. X is a symbol. See, for example, the chlorine Cl is the symbol of the chlorine. It's a 70. It's a atomic number, and 35 it's a mass number. 35 is the mass number, 17 is the atomic number. So here, how many neutron are present? How many electron are present? So in the neutral atom, number of electron is equal to number of proton, that is a 17. What is number of neutron? Neutron number is equal to 35 minus 17 is equal to 18. So this is a representation of what? Atoms. How do you represent the atom? First, how do you represent the composition of the atom? The symbol, and this represents the atomic number. This A, the A represents the mass number. For example, the hydrogen. It's a mass number, atomic number is also 1, mass number is also 1. See, after that, isotopes and isobars. Isotope ಅಂದ್ರೇನು, isobar ಅಂದ್ರೇನು? See, isotopes ಅಂದರೆ atoms of the same elements. Atoms of the same element. Same element means what? Atomic number is same, and mass number are different. These are called isotopes. Atoms of the same element but different mass number. Mass number different ಅಂದರೆ ಏನು? ಪ್ರೋಟಾನುಗಳ ಸಂಖ್ಯೆ ಒಂದೇ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಾನುಗಳ ಸಂಖ್ಯೆ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಇರ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ ಆಟಮ್ಗಳಿದೆ. ದೀಸ್ ಆಟಮ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ isotopes. The hydrogen S3, H1, prosium, deuterium and tritium. Say 1 proton and 0 neutron, 1 proton, 1 neutron, 1 proton, 2 neutron. So chlorine has 2 isotopes, Cl 1735, Cl 1737. These are called isotopes. Isotopes means atoms of the same element but different mass number. Isobars, atoms of the different elements but having a same mass number. Atoms of the different elements. For example, carbon 6, nitrogen 7, 14, 14. These are called isobars. Atoms of the different element having a same mass number. Same mass number are called isobars. So the isotopes, the isotope means what? Atomic number is same. Atomic number means what? The number of protons are same or number of electrons are same. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ ವಿಚ್ ಒನ್ ಇಸ್ ಫಂಡಮೆಂಟಲ್, ಯಾವುದು ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿಯನ್ನು ಡಿಸೈಡ್ ಮಾಡೋದು? ಇಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್. therefore usually these have the same chemical property, these have the different chemical. Isobars have the different chemical property, isotopes have a same chemical properties. Okay, with this knowledge, the first part I explained very briefly, very shortly. So ನಿಮ್ಗೇನಾದ್ರು ಮತ್ತೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಸರ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಸರ್ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಸರಿ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಸಿ ಬಿ ಎಸ್ ಸಿ ಅವರು ದಿಸ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಡಿಲೇಟೆಡ್. ನಮ್ಮ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಗೈಡ್ಲೈನ್ಸ್ ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ, ಅವರು ಹೆಚ್ಚಾಗಿ ಡಿಲೀಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದಟ್ ಐ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಬ್ರೀಫ್ಲಿ. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮುಂದಿನ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಯಾವ್ದು ಕಲಿತೀರಿ? ಬೋರ್ಸ್ ಥಿಯರಿ ಮತ್ತು ಕ್ವಾಂಟಮ್ ಮೆಕ್ಯಾನಿಕಲ್ ಮಾಡೆಲ್. That we shall discuss in detail. Okay, thank you.